Howdy, fellas. How you doing? Are you in a good humor? I hope you are, because I tell you, we've got some singing to do here, and, well, I want you in a good humor and your pipes all lined up here, and gather around a little bit in a huddle, will you? And I want to ask, you wrote, Dear Art, I am a Marine, and last Christmas, I was in the San Diego Naval Hospital, recovering from wounds received in Korea. In one ward, a group of leathernecks, some walking and some on crutches and some in wheelchairs, came around and sang Christmas carols. Now, they were not professional singers at all, but to me it beat any great oratorio I ever heard in my life. It made my Christmas kind of sacred. That's what I asked for, a dozen or so Marines, guys who can fight 1 minute and come up singing the next. Signed, Henry Nevers. Well, Henry, tell you what we did. We went down to the great Marine base there in Camp Pendleton, and we invited these boys up here to answer your request. Say, who knows? You might recognize some of these faces. They might have been in that hospital with you on Christmas a year ago, or they might have been on the Korean battlefield. They just returned from there. Like you, they were there. Bill, when did you get over to Korea?
September 1950, Art.
1950. That seems ages ago, doesn't it? When were you wounded then, Bill?
November of the same year.
2 months you were there, hmm?
Yes, sir.
And last Christmas, how were you, hmm?
I didn't feel much like singing.
I guess so. But you're coming along well now, and isn't it great to be home on Christmas?
It sure is, Art.
Well, fellas, we're awful glad to have you here. And I tell you, Mr. Nevers back there, in fact, everybody, why don't you just come and join in while we sing you some good old-fashioned Christmas carols? You know, I used to sing in the First World War, fellas. Can I join in?
Sure.
Well, let's take It Came Upon a Midnight Clear. Ready? It came upon a midnight clear, that glorious song of old, to angels bending near the earth to touch their hearts of gold. Peace on the earth, goodwill to men, from heaven, O gracious King. The world in solemn stillness lay, to hear the angels sing. Very successful. I know what I'd like. The first Noel, huh? The first Noel, the angels did say, was a servant for shepherds in fields as they lay. In fields where they lay keeping their sheep on a cold winter's night that was so deep. Noel, 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 Noel. Born is the King of Israel. I think that's good. You're better singers than you said. Let's try Silent Night. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin mother and child. Holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace. Sleep in heavenly peace. For a finale, oh come all ye faithful. Oh come all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant, that was swell. I know what this letter writer meant. It made his Christmas a little more sacred. And I tell you, through you, Henry Nevers, back in Chicago, you made us all feel the same way. Because you asked for it.